Welcome one, welcome all to The Rock in Clovis, as they like to call it, enemy territory. Hobbs Lady Eagles coming in to play Clovis, and JV game is just wrapping up, so we're probably 20 minutes away, but we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about the game, and then we'll take a break and let our sponsor pages roll. Clovis Lady Eagles, they are like Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
Didn't score very many against us, and then turn around and almost beat Carlsbad. They ran that game to the end.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of parity in the district. Mm-hmm. With this being the senior night for the Clovis Lady Wildcats, we may see a really good game tonight.
And very polite young ladies. We always take a picture of the opposing team starters for the starters page. They're very polite, very nice, respectful. And I tell you that you could tell that they're focused for the game tonight as well.
Yeah, and what Hobbs has to do after that win against Roswell earlier in the week is not overlook this team because they won by such a large margin the first time they played.
And this was the trap game last year. Yep. We came up here, got into foul trouble. They called the game pretty tight. Starters had to all go to the bench, and we had deep into the bench. A lot of girls that didn't play consistently across the year had to come in and keep us afloat until the starters got back on the floor, and they did just that.
Yeah. And good crowd tonight, too, for a girls' basketball game. And I saw some band members outside, so it looks like Clovis is going to have a jazz band tonight to help pump their team up.
Yep, that.
And they're right there.
It is an environment. It absolutely is an environment. And just as you say that, the trombone player walks in. So, yeah. These kind of games are the kind of games you need to get ready for state. You need games where you're in hostile environments. You're going to go up and play in the pit when you have 10K. You might as well try to sell out before then.
Yeah, and it's a good game, too. They got Roswell on the road on Tuesday next week, then back home against Carlsbad next Friday, a week from today. So,
yes, sir.
Got to make sure it's not a trap game, like you had said.
Mm-hmm.
Got to make sure, get out, take care of business. Do not overlook them because of the wide margin. Last meeting.
And that is the mistake that you make. You're like, okay, we beat them by 40 last time. Wasn't really a game. And then you just kind of come out lackadaisical. Next thing you know, you're forcing yourself. But like, oh, wait, they're in it. And you force yourself, and that throws your shot off. And then you're in a battle. And it's not what you want to do.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is how close they played against Carlsbad. It's bizarre. And granted, Hobbs played their worst game of the year against Carlsbad.
Sure, worst game in 2 years, I think.
So it's it's going to be a good game tonight. Stay tuned. Watch the game.
Absolutely.
It's going to be great.
And we do have a coach's interview. We can throw it to you a little bit later, but we're going to roll our sponsors page, and then we'll let you know when we're 15 minutes to game time. We're going to resume the pregame show, and we'll let you see Coach Carpenter's interview. And we appreciate having you here live on Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back to the Rock in Clovis. And we have got ourselves an environment that they've got their version of a pep band out there playing right now. We got a pretty packed house, and it's going to be an exciting the format tonight, you know. And Clovis, they've had 6 seniors. This was their senior night. 6 seniors. So this is a very, very senior heavy. We had one, and they were nice enough. I want to give props to Clovis. They were nice enough to have a flower for our senior as well. I thought that was a pretty nice thing to do and showed some class there.
Yeah, really good gesture by Clovis. Brought a flower out for Desiree Balskis. Totally unexpected. She was red. She was embarrassed. So it was really cool that they went out and did that.
And both teams are here on the court warming up, and you can just sense that energy coming tonight, that this is going to be an intense game. The JV game was intense as well, and Clovis celebrated like they won the Super Bowl afterwards. I mean, they threw a little party because they did pull away with a 4-point victory in the JV game. Yeah,
JV ended up coming back. Hobbs led most of that game. Some of their players got into foul trouble and fouled out. But environment here, at least on this side of the court, with the Clovis High School band and the bleachers packed, it is loud. And this is, you know, the gym's a little bit smaller than what we have at Tasker, so the sound is really, it's compact in here, you know. And
what it's made out of, too. I mean, it's a concrete brick facades. Everything echoes off of it. It doesn't absorb any of the sound. So this is going to be a pretty good environment to kind of to cut your teeth on, so to speak.
Yeah, it makes me happy to have the headphones on to be able to hear each other so we can call this game right.
You know, talking to Coach Karp, you know, he had some worries about this game. You know, he was really more concerned looking inward at himself and inward at what the team needed to do. But we'll let Coach Karp tell you in his own words how he feels about this game and this rivalry today.
Hi, everybody. Hobbs Sports Live, Ryan Coulter. I am with Coach Carpenter, and we have ourselves a big district matchup tonight. We got the Clovis Wildcats, and it's in their turf.
Yeah, it's going to be a very difficult game. One that's we're gonna have to play very well to win. And I know they're going to be aggressive at home, and they're going to be a different team.
Yeah, I do know that they were missing players last time we played them, so it's not really indicative of this Clovis team. It's won quite a few games this year.
Yeah, and they played Carlsbad pretty tight to a game within 10, and so we expect a challenge, and it definitely is going to be a challenge.
And anytime you go up there and you're in their den, you know, that crowd gets into it, and, you know, it's a really tough place to play. They get a home court advantage there.
Yeah, I think more concerning for us is just to stay out of foul trouble, and to, you know, we always believe if we play our best and they play their best, we're going to win.
And depth is important in a game like that. We saw that last year.
Mm-hmm.
That foul trouble occurred, you know, on their floor, and we got down. And the kids kind of kept you in the game. The starters came back on. You end up rolling in the second half.
Yeah, basketball is a different game than a lot of other sports, you know, where you actually can, kids have to sit out time during games and different things like that. And, you know, other sports, they get to play the whole 4 quarters. You know, we don't get to. So, you know, it is what it is, and so we just got to make sure we take care of our business.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Rock in Clovis. About 9 minutes till game time festivities start. Both teams still warming up, and you know, Coach Carpenter, he says it. This is the rivalry game, and it's important. But really, he's really concentrating on what we do and how we practice, and looking inward, because that's stuff you can control. You can't control what the other team does. You can control what you do within the aspect of that game.
Yeah, it's great points by a coach. You can't dictate what the environment is going to be here. You can't dictate what defense they're going to run, what offense they're going to run. Just play your game and be able to go out and compete like that.
Absolutely. I want to go ahead and throw it to our sponsors, and we'll go ahead and let you see who our sponsor is, and we'd like to talk about them a little bit, because we're so thankful for the sponsors that we have for tonight's game. So we'll go ahead and transition to that.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by K&O Services of Hobbs, IHOP of Hobbs, E-Tech Environmental and Safety Solutions, Sevy's Bears Factory,
Bear Factory and Friends.
Factory Friends.
And we have Cornerstone Photography, we have the Cassis family. Want to thank them. They're coming on board, sponsoring. Appreciate them. And that's Cassis Properties, and they're going to have this wonderful trampoline park. I don't know if you've seen that
Yep.
building. Absolutely building a wonderful place for Hobbs youth to be able to throw birthday parties and go out there and jump around and spend energy in a very clean environment. So I really like what they're doing there, but real thankful for our sponsors tonight and everything you do. I want to thank Robbie Runnels, too, for the cameras and his program for Chasing the Zias. We're running, there's a picture right there.
That's his wife, Marty. She also helps out as well.
Absolutely. And we'll run some promos for them as well as we get further along. But really thankful for all these people that have brought it together because that's what makes it happen. And so you make sure that you frequent their businesses. You tell them thank you for the broadcast. And with the IHOP, they sponsor the player of the game. And if you mention that player of the game at IHOP,
In Hobbs,
you get 10% off your meal. And as well, Sevy's Bear Factory and Friends provides a stuffed eagle teddy bear, a very sentimental thing for that player of the game. So we're very thankful for what they've done for us.
Yeah, what the sponsors do for us, they allow us to come on the road because, like we said in many broadcasts before, Brian and I are doing this free of charge, not getting paid to do this, but they help pay for our fuel. When we go to state next month, they're going to help pay for our accommodations, our hotel rooms. So if you have a business that is interested in sponsoring Hobbs Sports Live, feel free to reach out to myself or Brian Coltrane. You can either comment on our YouTube page here at Hobbs Sports Live or find us on Facebook and let us know you're interested, and we can go from there.
And more so, if at the end of the season, we have anything left over, what we're planning to do is turn that into a scholarship for a student athlete. We'll open it up and create a scholarship program.
Yep.
So we provide something back to the community. We don't want to turn any sort of profit on this because it's for the kids, and so we want to really, really support them, and we thank them for that.
100% for the kids. That's why we do it.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it just Chasing the Zias, so you can see a little bit of promo of their soon upcoming documentary.
Who are we?
Zias!
Who are we?
Zias!
Who are we? And what you're seeing is video of the New Mexico Zias elite teams, the 2028 and 2029 girls. Those years they signify the year the girls are going to graduate. This team's been together for 6 years, coached by myself and Lionel Mojica, and we've been very blessed to have Robbie Runnels and Marty Runnels, who started the documentary series Chasing the Zias, to follow us around all around the country, documenting. And you can see this is when the girls were fairly young, kindergarten, first grade. And it's a special thing that the girls got to experience, and now these girls are in the 6th and 7th grade and moving up and playing junior high ball, and we greatly appreciate what Robbie and Marty has done for us. And just look out for that documentary coming out soon, Chasing the Zias. We're going to keep it live here with our sponsors.
And actually, I was going to throw it over to we have a wonderful thing that we're helping do for the community right now within the schools, and we're doing a blood drive. And this is coming up next week. I believe it's the 14th and the 15th. Got a great interview with the young man that's heading this thing up, and this is actually related to this is Jade Cassis.
Yep.
This is very close to his heart, and he'll explain why. So go ahead and let you hear the interview with Jade.
Awesome.
Hey everybody out there at Hobbs Sports Live. I have got Jade Cassis here, and we are going to talk about the blood drive coming up at February 14th and 15th.
Yes, sir.
And tell me about the blood drive. Why is this so important to you?
So whenever I was younger, I got sick and I had to get a lot of blood transfusions. So I just wanted to give back to the community and do a blood drive to give blood to other kids who went through the same thing.
And this is absolutely important. And giving blood is a life-saving deal. Not only can you be a lifesaver, they actually have a little bit of an incentive right now going on. I believe that students that donate get a $20 gift card or something like that.
Yeah. So if you donate, the school's going to give you a $20 Amazon gift card just for donating. So
that's amazing. So not only do you get to save a life, you get paid for saving a life. You can't argue with that. So February 14th and 15th, Hobbs High School. Come to the blood drive. Come donate. We appreciate everything that you're doing. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome back as we look at our sponsor page. Again, another sponsor that I wanted to mention out there, we were just talking about it here, is Q Systems. If you need anything, musical, sound, instruments, anything involved in that, even television stuff, they helped us out with a lot of that stuff. Go see Don over at Q Systems. He has an amazing selection of stuff in there. I bought a beautiful guitar strap for my daughter. She's wanted to learn how to play guitar.
Oh, cool.
And he's got about 30 of them in there, and they're just gorgeous. So designer and all sorts of stuff, and it really worked with her outfit for the pageants that she does. And so, go see Don at Q Systems if you need anything as far as music is concerned.
Yeah, Don's done a great job of supporting all Eagle sports and all youth in the community, Hobbs, in years past, so we really appreciate what he's done for us.
Absolutely. Great guy there. We'll go ahead and be back here in a couple of minutes, and there'll be the opening ceremonies here as they introduce the starters. We'll be back as well on Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back to the Rocket Clovis, Hobbs Lady Eagles and the Clovis Lady Wildcats. And it's both teams getting ready to be introduced as starters tonight. And as far as the home team, the Clovis Wildcats. Who are their starters?
We got number 3, Zarai Lewis, 22, Allison Thomas, 23, Martha De La Rosa, number 30, Caitlin Jefferson, and number 33, Shalonda Lefevre.
And you know what? The Lewis girl is the one you have to watch. She is an all-world talent. I mean, she's very good. She can shoot from anywhere. She struggled in Hobbs, but that is not a typical performance for her.
Yeah, she really ran into a buzzsaw in Hobbs. The combination of Brett Clay and Nakaya Mojica on top of the key really shut her down. She really get a chance to get to her game.
And they were shorthanded, missing 2 starters, and she didn't have as many people that she was used to playing with and passing with that were really in positions to score for them in that game.
Yeah, nobody really she could rely on.
Yep, absolutely. And for the Hobbs Lady Eagles.
14, Brett Clay. 15, Nakaya Mojica. Number 20, Brent Hargrove. 22, Kendall Cunningham. And number 23, Jayla David.
And that's a starting lineup that we've gotten used to. We've seen it quite a bit, and they each offer a lot of unique talents in there, but boy, they play well together.
Starting 5 of all sophomores. They've been that way
That's
since
amazing.
Yeah, since Wisdom Anthony went down early.
I was talking to their PA announcer before the game, and he was asking if Wisdom had offers. I do know that the JC was offering to her at one point.
She's had a couple outside of New Mexico as well.
Yeah, and I was mentioning that to him, and he's like, realize that we had 5 starters on the floor, and he was just amazed at the amount of depth that we have in our program right now, and how young they are. And I think it would look fearful in his eyes, like we're gonna have to see this for years to come, and it's an amazing thing.
Our top 2 off the bench are a freshman and an 8th grader, so it just goes to show the depth. It's gonna be a long 4 or 5 years coming up of great Eagle basketball.
Yeah, it'll be short for us and long for the teams we play.
That's right.
It's amazing to have this much talent and depth in a program, and there's a reason that we're one of the top programs in the country right now, and certainly arguably the top team in the state.
Yeah, it's and I know I said this before, but we have great people in our community that have taken these girls, started them out, played travel ball, prepared them for this moment where they're going to compete and play well in the state.
Yeah, and it's important that the people that support these girls get recognized. We have so many fans that travel with the team, and not just family members. There's people that just are fans of this girls' basketball team and just make it happen.
Yep.
Both teams are coming onto the floor. The Hobbs Lady Eagles meeting in a circle over by the Wildcat there along the near side, and our camera angles are once again from the baseline. That's not the best in the world, but we do have a little bit better angles today than we did in Carlsbad. We're able to see the entire floor, so it's nice. And thank you again for Branson Coltrane, who's producing the show tonight, and he's also handling the scoreboard and our new upgraded scoreboard with the time and the period on there. Yeah, a clock on it. Branson's done an amazing thing doing that.
Here we go.
Get the tip, and we're off.
Looks like Clovis is playing a 2-3.
Good rebound there by Clovis to end that possession.
Quick hands by Hargrove there, leading away from Mojica up the floor, and she gets him for the layup. Misses the attempt.
2 possessions, 3 missed shots.
That's a good shot by Cunningham too. She has that range to go outside. Oh, I missed a double dribble there. I saw it. She put 2 hands on the ball. As in typical Hobbs fan fashion, all the Hobbs fans are still on their feet because the Eagles have not scored yet. It doesn't matter if we're on the road or at home. They'll be on their feet until they score a bucket.
Nice skip pass there.
David got away with the travel there.
Neither team able to find the basket so far.
Yeah, Hobbs playing pretty good defense. Just hoping that these first quarter offensive woes that have plagued them all season can quickly in so they can get on the
it's usually
board.
about like 2.5 minutes.
Yep.
That's usually how long it takes, and all of a sudden they start heating up.
Teams are kind of filling each other out. Clay getting the ball on the wing, penetrate. Oh, lost it on the spin.
I think a real key to this game is that Brent Hargrove is driving to the basket. With Lewis guarding her, we definitely want to get her in foul trouble.
Yeah, and that's how you beat a zone. With a skip pass, a good shot by Mojica there. Skip passing, hit the high-low, or penetrate the gaps. Make the zone collapse and pitch the ball out for an open shot.
Yep. That's a walk, I believe.
Yep. And travel call to number 30. That's Kaylin Jefferson. She's a junior, 5'8" junior for Clovis.
They switched Lewis up. Now Lewis is on Mojica.
Oh, Cunningham going to work there. Doesn't get the roll in. Looks like she got a little shove as she went up for the shot. That's going to be on David.
And I tell you what, that was a nice pass from Jefferson right there, splitting the seams and finding Lewis.
Well, Lewis got down the floor really fast, too. She's got some speed, and she was able to get ahead of the ball and be the recipient of that pass.
Substitution on the floor for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, Balskez coming in for Kendall Cunningham. Yeah, Carpenter talking to Cunningham about that last shot attempt. That's a good drive by Hargrove.
Yeah, it is. Picks up the foul. Hargrove goes to the line to shoot two.
You know, back to what Cunningham's doing, I'm pretty sure Carpenter and Coach Size, Kendall is a very talented player.
Yes.
You know, she can score on all spots on the floor. I think it's a good coaching moment, what Coach Size is telling her right now. Don't fade away from the basket. Go up strong because you have the length and the size to finish.
I'll take fouls all night long.
Yeah. I mean,
I want to put people on the bench, especially if we know they're not deep.
Looks like Hargrove makes one of two. Almost gets a steal.
Pressure.
Oh, that could have been a bucket if she would have cut to the basket for Clovis.
Substitution. Here comes Cunningham back on the floor.
Yeah, that quick coaching moment is what that was.
And I like to do the same thing. You know, sub her in for the other post. Talk to the other post about the same kind of things, and it allows you to get the coaching. Gives Vasquez sometimes get her legs into the game.
Yeah, Clovis playing pretty good defense on that zone.
I think it's man-to-man, honestly.
It went to man, yeah. So I was looking at the help side on the backside.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are playing a man.
They're playing man-to-man, but they're playing the traditional man-to-man where we're splitting defenders on the backside and working things to the baseline.
That's a good shot by Cunningham. She got hit there. Oh, and the Mojica comes in.
That was
not a good foul.
Yeah, that's a silly one. That's one that there was no positive happening there when it happens. You do that sometimes as a player.
Oh, yeah, it happens. It looks like she's going to get a quick sub with Aliana Armitage. Her first action back to varsity after that injury.
Yep.
Been playing some JV games.
Corner threes in and out.
Yeah, attempt by Shalonda Lefevre. It's no good. And the putback by Lewis is no good. Cleared out by Cunningham.
Here comes transition.
Armitage comes in. He's a little long. Good board by Vasquez. There we go.
Hargrove's been on fire lately.
When you hit Hargrove with a wide open three, she doesn't miss many of those.
No. And that's what Armitage gives you right there.
Oh, no, that's not a backcourt. The ball was tipped.
Oh.
Okay, well, can't get them all.
Yeah. Some places you can't get one.
I promise tonight, like last time, I'm going to be nice to the refs, Brian. I'm going to be nice to the refs.
Yeah. Lots of pressure, stolen,
yep.
off to the races.
Hargrove had her pin there against the sideline. Nice finish.
Yep. Yep, Clovis needs to talk this thing over before it gets to be out of hand. 30-second timeout. We'll take a timeout to Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball on Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back to the Rock as Hobbs Lady Eagles have a 9-3 lead here and get a steal.
Nice. Steal and a good pass by Hargrove back to Armitage for the quick shot. Clay was there too. Oh no.
Oh my.
We call that a wolf in basketball. Wolf from behind with the hand down and not up.
Yeah.
That's a tough call.
It is. Hargrove comes to the bench. Mojica checks back in. Yep. That was on the line, and they brought the ball in and threw it back to her before she established herself in the play.
Got Brett Clay running the point forward here.
I like to call it a stretch.
Stretch four, there you go. Nice shot from Mojica. It's her second three. That shooter's touch.
11-point Lady Eagle lead here, and pressure is all over the Lady Cats.
Yeah, they're just a half second behind on anticipating that steal at that half-court pass that Clovis is making.
But Clovis is feeling the pressure, though.
Oh, yeah.
They're rushing everything.
Good rebound by Clay. Nobody's going to stop her. Pull out for the J.
Clay's got such speed.
And it's a deceiving speed because she's so long.
Yeah. They found Lewis in the corner. That's her shot.
Oh.
She wants to take it again.
Yeah. You can't give her second chance shots like that.
No, sir.
Early score from Tasker. Hobbs boys are up 4-2 against Clovis. I'm sorry, 6-0.
Nice spin move there from Clay. Not sure, that looked like a moving screen to me.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But we're in enemy territory.
3 from Clovis. In and out. Off to the races.
Oh.
Nice skip.
Clay working hard down low. And Armitage on the perimeter as well. Oh, there we go.
Mass substitutions occurring here.
Right, Vasquez and Armitage coming out of the game, and David and Hargrove back in.
Looks like they gave it to Clovis on that.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was out. And that's going to be back to Clovis. It's going to use the term ball doesn't lie, but it went back to Clovis. I think they're trying to trap Lewis out here on the wing.
Yeah, I think that's a good strategy.
Yep.
Make somebody else beat you.
Nice defense. Good shot, though.
Yep. Cunningham did what she was supposed to do, made her change the shot. She just made it.
So the Eagles going to hold for this last shot here.
Nope, quick three.
Let's get 2 for 1.
Here comes the pressure.
There we go. David anticipating that pass. We knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Oh, that's a hard foul, too.
Oh, my. Don't like to see that. Don't like to see players go to the floor.
Talking about this, the Eagles, doing a quick shot. I watched the game the other day, or I saw highlights of it. High school game. The final score was 4-2.
4-2.
Yeah, you saw it too?
Yeah, that was in Texas. It was in the big country. And I want to say I knew the teams.
A lot of passing in
Weatherford and somebody else. Evidently, both teams were content with stalling till the end of the game, which means both coaches were afraid of the other coach.
Yeah.
It's either that or there was some other ulterior motive. You never know.
But, I think I'd rather watch paint dry than watch a 42 game.
Yeah. But here's the thing, and we'll go ahead and keep it here to the timeout because we have something to discuss. And this is where I disagree with you. I know you like a shot clock. I disagree with the shot clock. If I want to stop somebody from stalling the game, I need to learn to play extended defense. If I learn to play extended defense, I force the pressure. They can't stall.
You can play extended defense to a point, but you play against a team that can move the ball well, anybody can stall.
Sure, absolutely. But if they're not looking to score, you got to force them to play the game you want to play.
Yeah, and turnovers are going to happen eventually. They can't secure every pass.
Yeah, I can't remember a game where somebody was able to stall me out for more than 15 seconds. And if you come out of your zone, that's what happens is these coaches a lot of times will coach one thing. They coach their system, and they don't know how to do anything else. So when they come out of that zone, all of a sudden you don't know how to play man-to-man. That's when you have trouble and you get beat.
True.
And a lot of those people complain about the shot, or complain wanting a shot clock because their kids aren't well-rounded.
Well, I would, and it's just my opinion and my prediction. Within 5 years, shot clocks are going to be nationwide.
I see, and here's the thing. I disagree with you, only on the point of small schools do not have the personnel to have somebody run a shot clock. They hardly have personnel now to get people to run the regular clock.
As far as like your 1A and 6A, and 6-man schools. No, I can see that, but your bigger schools.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that. Your bigger schools are me. Eagles leading here 15-8. Start of the second quarter. Starters are back in for Hobbs. Looks like the starters are back in for Clovis as well.
Clovis getting pretty good ball movement, but the pressure is on.
Mojica and Hargrove leading the way for Hobbs with 6 points apiece. Both Mojica's, her 6 points came off 2 threes, and Hargrove's got a 3 and some free throws.
I love the help here.
David clears the lane out with the rebound.
Getting the offense started, working against this man. Not getting a lot of backdoor screens. We are getting the isolation, but we're fading from it.
Yeah, and David faded away on that shot as well. Pretty sure it's not the shot Carpenter wanted to go up.
No. And it looks like we're running through, but I don't think anybody's getting a set screen.
No.
We get a push from the behind right there.
But definitely a different effort coming from Clovis in this game. Only scoring 12 points at Hobbs when they played 2 weeks ago.
This is a game where fouls are critical. Not very many on the board right now.
Which is good. I like letting them play. I like the refs are letting them play
I think
a little
we're
bit.
deeper than they are.
Yeah. There you go. Good no call there. I like that.
Hobbs get it back. Nice back door.
Oh, she's got to go straight up right there.
Yes, sir. I'd like to see our cuts be a little bit more threatening as we come through on the passes.
It's a nice drive by Clay, but she lost the ball out of bounds. You know, you can't get mad at her trying to penetrate and make something happen. It's just Clovis defender got a hand in there and knock it away.
Yes, sir. This is going to be one of those games that the Clovis starters start to tire that press, because we're still throwing subs out. That press is going to kick in at some point.
Oh, great move by Lewis.
Yeah, nice finish.
But she looks fatigued. I mean, you can see it in her face. She's already a little tired.
15-10. It's a 5-point ball game. Clovis keeping it close. Clay trying to get a steal down low. Wanted the ball over at the top.
Hobbs got to take care of that ball. Running this dribble handoff offense, and David gets it. That's a good strong move, but unable to finish. Brian, I almost fell out of my chair right there. I won't stand up for a minute.
It's okay to be excited, but hey, come on now.
The chair folded on me. Oh, she got it to go.
That is a shooter's roll.
That's a super shooter's touch right there. Clovis pulls it in, too.
The fans starting to get into it.
Yeah, playing some inspired basketball on senior night here at the Rock. Nice up and under, but block. It's number 30, Kaylin Jefferson with the block. And Clovis has a chance to take the lead of this possession. Yep, that's going to be Hobbs' ball.
There you go, good defense.
Clay, great defense right there. We'll see the first action from Kaylin Muniz.
Yes, sir, you beat me to the punch on that one. Yeah, our cuts are there, but they're not really cutting with like speed.
It looks like they're running a flex offense.
Yeah?
To be honest with you.
It looks like a motion to me.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't see them coming to the high post with two people, so. Nice isolation there. That's what you want.
That one-on-one down low on that switch, that's great for Kendall. It's a good matchup for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah.
Because Cunningham has that.
That quick first step for her size.
Yep.
Fans getting into it early. No doing as she makes the first.
I guess the band here does it different than Taskovich, but there's nobody like Taskovich. They really don't play during the timeouts much here, do they?
No, they don't. I hadn't heard very many songs, period, really. They are trying to get into it, though.
Yeah.
Tell you, Brian Chaney and that crew, Dusky and them, they do a great job with that band.
I bet they're wreaking havoc right now at the home game. As the boys are hosting Clovis, and they're leading 17-8 right now in the first quarter.
Lewis with an up and under.
Yep. Yeah, Lewis has got 10 to Clovis 15 points.
Yep. Nice back door.
Yeah, almost like she came off a bubble screen. She kind of ballooned out.
Yeah, it looks like we're running a 4-out motion.
Yep. Thought that was off Clovis, no? Okay, well.
All right, keep it to yourself.
That's right. That's right. Good no call. We got next.
It only works that way.
Yep.
Good pressure from Clay.
Clay Muniz.
Nice switch, too.
Yeah, they're trapping the corners. You can't give up the open shot to Lewis like that.
And Jefferson sneaks in. Here comes Lewis on the train. That's
nice
a walk.
travel. Yeah, she dug her pivot. Good idea, though. Get Cunningham in the air and try to go under, but.
Yeah, you can't take extra steps.
Yeah.
And Clovis crowd booing that call.
It was an obvious walk.
Got a mixed crew from Texas and New Mexico here are the referees.
A little high-low action.
Muniz for three.
The bank is open, Brian. That was off the glass. It was nice.
Somebody made a deposit.
That's right.
Here comes the pressure. And
Pressure creates turnovers.
yes, it does. You can see it about to happen, too. And you can see they're tired. Here comes mass substitutions from Clovis. But that's what you want. You want Clovis to have to try to break the press with their bench. Franklin and Lewis are the only ones that stay on. Actually, no, Lewis just got subbed out, too. Very late. Not Lewis. I'm sorry, that was Jefferson.
Nice crossover there from Hargrove trying to create some space. There's that ball fake. Cunningham known for it. Almost gets the jump and fall.
Yep. There's the turnover.
Swing it. There you go. Got away with the walk.
And one.
Yeah, Columbus fans were yelling travel. I thought she shifted her pivot too, but she must have kept it down. We got that crow's nest view up here.
Yeah.
Or bird's eye view, we can call it.
I think a bird sees better than we do.
Especially if it's an eagle.
Hey! Nice reference. Denise calmly makes the first one. 6-point lead here.
Zepeda making her first appearance.
I like the fact that he's getting him in early in the game. Got Lewis back here by herself. Nobody's realized that she snuck behind the defense.
Cunningham must have heard us.
Yeah, coach yelled at Cunningham to see her. Mojica back on the floor. Muniz will take a seat.
Gase came in for a quick 5 points.
Yep, she did. There's Franklin.
Well, the give and go was there. Should have got it back
Jefferson,
to Lewis. Oh, there's going to be a foul on David?
So I had Franklin and Jefferson. I've got the wrong founding father.
That's 2 on David. She's going to get subbed out real quick. And Balsquez back in.
Whipping around here. Looking for Lewis.
Yep.
There's another turnover. Pressure.
Pressure creates turnovers.
I'm sure the inventor of the pressure cooker probably was a Hobbs Eagles fan, right?
Yeah.
And they got Jefferson back on the floor quick. I mean, she was only out 15 seconds or so.
Great defensive player. She's really altered a lot of the shots for the Lady Eagles. Right there, good defense on Clay. But Clay with a fantastic move, looking like Kevin McHale out there.
Yeah, I love that touch off the glass.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what the Clovis fans were yelling at. Maybe it was that non-travel that they missed.
There was another walk right there, yeah. And I do know that one of the members of this crew does state games and usually does 5A boys game.
No, yeah, I mean they're not doing bad. I mean every ref misses calls.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
I know I do.
I just up here in the booth it's a lot easier to call it than it is when you're in the action down there.
Yeah. You think they just stick 3 referees up in the booth and
just call the game from up here?
Yeah, call the game from up here. Have a buzzer that stops play.
That's actually a great idea. It'll save some refs' knees.
Yeah. Might give me hope.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I used to ref 20 years ago, but the knees don't allow me to do it anymore.
I joined the referee pool this year just for the exercise.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a great way to get some cardio in.
No,
you just have to deal with all the fans.
My wife listening at home, wants me to get off my fat booty, so I got out there.
But it's a catch-22. Get the exercise, but just get berated.
Yeah.
What are you doing? People like me out there yelling at you.
Yeah, luckily I'm so deaf I don't hear them.
There you go. That's a good ball movement for that open 3.
I think that's the best ball movement I've seen Clovis have the entire game.
That's Brooklyn Zunich. Zunich, hope I'm saying that right.
There's Hargrove.
Oh,
Nice stutter
hesitation.
step goes up.
He wanted to call a charge. You see it?
And she almost got that floater in there. She let it go real early and kind of sidestep to this, away from the contact. Now the fouls are starting to come. This is where Clovis has got to be careful.
Yeah, definitely don't have the depth the Lady Eagles do off the bench. But a much more competitive game.
Yep, absolutely. Offensive board, Mojica. You got Clay in the post.
Nice. Give and go.
That's pretty.
Let's go. Good back cut and good look by Clay to get Mojica streaking.
Yeah, you cut that and put it on a TikTok video exactly how to run the play. And that's it. That's the half. 26-18 your score. We'll be back in a few minutes with the halftime show. You're watching Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball on Hobbs Sports Live.
Hello, everybody. Hobbs Sports Live. Brian Coltrane. I'm with Coach Fortuno, and Coach Fortuno, the Hobbs wrestling team, is getting ready to head up to regionals, and this is real important. How's it looking? What are you thinking about regionals?
We're thinking we're looking real good. All right, we're coming off the district championship again, and we're pretty much rolling right now, and we just got to basically attack Cruces and Los Lunes.
Yeah. And any kids that you want to highlight that's been doing spectacular? You had several district champions in that group, and who would you like to talk about today?
Well, we got a group there. I guess the biggest cluster would be our seniors right there. We got Kendall Herbst leading that crowd right there with Eric Serrano's there. Let's see, I already forgot their names. Is that with David Padilla there also, and Renee Pages is leading the crowd too.
Yeah, and last year you had state champions on the girls' side, I know.
Yes.
And you are sending one girl to state this year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. We got Genesis Serrano's going to state already. She qualified last weekend.
And really, Hobbs wrestling is really coming on. 2 straight district championships, and it's just amazing to see the growth in this program.
Yes, well, we've always been knocking at the door. In several years, we were actually tied for the district title, but we lost on tiebreakers, so coming in second there.
Well, congratulations, Coach, and good
All right,
luck.
thank you.
Regionals.
No problem. All right, bye.
Hi, Brian Coltrane here, and I'm with Coach Lopez, and she is in charge of our AVID program here at the high school. But maybe you don't know what AVID is. Coach, why don't you explain a little bit what AVID is for us?
Yeah, definitely, and I appreciate it. AVID is our college and readiness system that we have here at Hobbs High. It's a brand new program that we've kicked off this school year, but it's growing and it's getting bigger. And so it stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, or working up through your own hard work. And so it's a college and career readiness system that's put here in place to help students achieve their possibilities.
What are some of the components involved in that?
So mainly the biggest part of AVID is what we would call the wicker strands, but we're looking at writing, inquiry, collaboration, organization, and reading. And so those are the big components of it. There's a lot of different moving parts to AVID. Essentially, we want to gear kids up with the organizational skills, that they need to deal with real world situations.
Absolutely, and that's really setting them up for their future. They start planning now, and they start setting goals.
Definitely.
And by setting goals, it gives them a target zone.
For sure, and we want to make sure all kids are exposed to the college experience or even the workforce, and so we want to make sure that we're able to target kids and get them where they need to be.
And this is not something we're just doing for the high schools, right?
Yeah, no, it actually starts out into the middle schools. We starts as early as the 7th grade course, and it works all the way through. So you could be in the same cohort with your friends all the way up until senior year.
And so this is something you're interested in. If you have a student at any of the junior highs or at the high school,
Right.
Feel free to reach out, ask people what Avid is, and get your kid involved. It might be a great thing for them.
Definitely contact your Avid site coordinator at the appropriate middle schools, or you could reach me here at the high school, Lopez A at hobbschools.net.
And thank you very much, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I am with Mr. Colson. He's our choir director here at Hobbs High School, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Golden Review. And this is an amazing program where students get to show their talents to not just Hobbs High School, but anybody in the community. Can you tell me a little bit about the show?
Yeah, Golden Review is a long-standing tradition here in Hobbs, and it showcases about, I think we have almost a little over 15 acts right now, who are students and faculty and alumni of Hobbs High School, and they are just really talented musicians. We have dancers, bands, singers, and a comedy skit. We have all sorts of acts.
So this is kind of like, Hobbs' own version of America's Got Talent. You're bringing everybody in and giving a good show. But the one thing it also does, I believe it raises money for your program, for the choir program here at the Hobbs High School.
Yeah, this is the choir program's main fundraiser for the year. And so this is how we fundraise for things like trips, competitions, traveling in any form or capacity.
And so they also put out a kind of a magazine thing with pictures in it, and sponsorships are being requested. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so our program has room and space for ads. So we're selling half sheet ads, so half of a letter-sized sheet for $100 donations. Quarter-sized sheets for $50 and anything smaller for $25. So they're welcome to contact me and send me an ad. I'll fit it onto our sheet, tell me the size they'd like, and then we'll figure out how they'd like to make that donation.
And one thing that I really say, being in the schools as long as I have, programs like choir and band and theater, all of those programs get kids active in something. If they're active in something, their grades are good, and they're good members of this community. So it's a great program to support. So please contact him, and feel free to just make a donation or buy an ad, and also come to the show. It's going to be a wonderful show. I believe it's $10 for people in the community to come and see the show.
Yeah, $10 per ticket for adults, and then $5 for students and any student age.
And you'll get to see the best in talent in our community. So come out and join us. The date's on it, February
9th, 10th, and 11th.
So take a look on the Hobbs School's website. You can check it out there. And thank you for watching Hobbs Sports Live.
Welcome back to the Rock in Clovis. Hobbs Lady Eagles up 26-18, and Lady Eagles playing a tough Clovis team. This is a very scrappy Clovis team that is fighting and clawing, trying to stay in this.
Yeah, I think last time Hobbs played against Clovis, Tasker, it was like a 32-point lead at halftime.
Absolutely.
Hobbs getting the balanced scoring attack. Mohican leading the way with 8, and Hargrove with 6, and then several with 5 and 3 and 2.
Yep, and it's a much different Clovis team. They were missing 2 starters. You can see that those 2 starters helped them out with the ball movement a lot. And Lewis is a lot more comfortable when she's got those other players on the court to deal with.
Yeah, Lewis leading the way with close to 10 points, and she's been able to score in all spots on the floor. A couple threes and be able to get inside, and got tremendous speed, and also a great defensive player too.
Yep, yes she is. And you want to talk about defense from Clovis, it starts with Jefferson.
Yeah, and she's got several blocks. couple steals, and whenever she's off the floor, they struggle. You okay?
Yeah. That's what I get for scarfing some M&Ms right there right before going on. But it is what it is. Both teams getting ready to come back on the floor, and we'll be back in 2 minutes with Hobbs Lady Eagles basketball second half action on Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back to the Rock in Clovis. Both teams getting ready to come out for second half action, but we just found out there's one team in New Mexico that's not going to be coming out for some action right now. And a team very close to your heart, New Mexico State, has suspended the season indefinitely.
Yeah, story on ESPN. Everybody heard about a couple of games and the game against the University of New Mexico after an altercation with players being shot, and it looks like new allegations within the program, according to a statement from the school, and the coaching staff is now on paid administrative leave.
Wow. It's kind of reminiscent of the Art Briles Baylor situation from a few years ago. Be interesting to see how this plays out for New Mexico State.
Yeah, they went out and they hired a new coach after last coach, Chris Jans, led them to the Sweet 16, and he left Mississippi State. Now Greg Hires there in his first year, and it's not a good first year.
Yeah. Lady Eagles quickly give up 2 on the first possession. Now they have the ball.
Good look from Mojica, a little short.
Cunningham with a good rebound there.
Yep. Oh, David needs to flash right there to the open spot. She had it. That was a good shot.
Yep.
Nice 15-footer from the corner, from the elbow.
I like how she extended it out a little bit.
Yep.
What do you expect to see from Clovis coming out in the second half?
I was always taught by my coach in high school, Bubba Jennings, who was an all-star player at this school in high school and holds several records. The first 2 minutes of the second half are the most important in a game, whether you're behind or down. It's going to dictate whether you can get back in the game if you're behind or whether you can hold the lead if you're ahead.
Yep. Second bucket there for Clovis, and they buzz it. They need to talk to the referee. Seeing something at the scorer's table. Clarifying who the foul was on. Back to that New Mexico State
story.
I'm
still reading this story. It's bummed me out because they've made to the NCAA tournament 6 of the last 7 years, and last year we were able to go to the Sweet 16, which is big. It's big for small schools or considered mid-major schools.
Yeah.
And then the football team was able to go to a bowl game this year and actually win their bowl game. So the program was on the rise as a whole, but it's
we have a timeout on the floor, so we can go ahead and keep it here and talk about it a little bit. Yeah, I mean they were really on the up and up, and Coach left for, I believe you said, Mississippi State earlier,
yep.
and it'll really look at to kind of keep it going there. And this is just amazing stuff. I mean, first of all, that whole story with the player going to the University of New Mexico before the game, and somebody setting him up, and then that player, shooting the other ones. I mean, there's just so much we don't know, but that's what I've read online from the Albuquerque Journal.
Yeah, of course, everything is allegedly, but that's what we've read, and that's what we've given to it in the news. But on a personal note, I really wish Chris Jans never would have left. But when you get a chance to go coach in the SEC, you got to go.
Sure, absolutely. Money alone is a big significant difference there. Lady Eagles coming out a little more energy here after the timeout. Muniz in the game. Spin move. Brett Clay to the house. Nice touch at the end there and the foul. Chance for a three-point play. That's her second personal foul, team 1 for the Wildcats. She's got it.
Yep. Eagles free throw shooting has been on point.
Full court man-to-man press here. They're in full deny too. Nice switch. Clovis on the attack now. Got to remember to play defense with our feet, not our hands.
Yeah, good drive there. Muniz doing a good job keeping her hands up, not coming down on the ball and committing a foul. Mojica's got that. She's got that spot-up shot down. She's a great pass and catch shooter.
Absolutely. Now Clovis wants a timeout. Now trailing by 11. We'll go ahead and throw it to our sponsors. We'll be back in a moment on Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back, Hobbs Lady Eagles. Up 11 here. Clovis coming up the court, and
that's a good call.
Yeah, it's a good call there, fouling the Lady Eagles.
Hargrove bumped her with the body.
Yeah. Tell you what, this has been a showdown tonight. It's like having two gunfighters at the OK Corral or something, or maybe something from Yellowstone.
Yeah, great game, great district battle, kind of like we expected.
I think the next 2 minutes are going to say a lot about this game.
That's a good move right there by
Jefferson.
Jefferson, yeah. Playing it on the defensive and offensive side of the ball. Getting Cunningham in the air and able to get that shot up.
Over the top, here's Clay underneath.
Kick it out to Laker for the open three. She almost had another one, but Cunningham chases down the rebound.
Loose ball, Mojica there to clean it up.
There she go. Third time's a charm. One of those is going to go in the hole.
She's padding her rebounding total.
There you go. Like some of those people in the NBA that trying to get that triple-double and they throw it off the backboard and pass themselves.
That's the other thing. LeBron didn't play last night.
Yeah.
Breaks the record, doesn't play, and said that he didn't play because he partied too much after breaking the record.
I have my own personal opinions about LeBron James that I'll keep to myself, but
I won't.
I will get it. He's a great player, but when you're a great player, you don't proclaim yourself the greatest. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, and so here's the thing about that. You know, when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar set the record, he looked embarrassed. They stopped the game. He didn't throw his hands in the air, nothing like that. He looked embarrassed.
He's humble.
Yes, and he looked down at the floor. When LeBron hits that shot through both hands in the air, goes dancing down the court and everything else. Maybe it's a generational thing, but
Could
that's
be.
just not me.
I mean, it's a record that nobody thought would be broken. My problem with LeBron is I don't know if you saw a couple weeks ago when the Lakers played the Celtics, and he was obviously fouled.
Yeah.
On a
Oh,
play,
yeah.
But it was the end of the world when he didn't get the call. Knowing
Sure.
that as a superstar, he gets so many calls that other regular guys in the NBA don't get.
Yeah, I had that discussion with a young man in school. We were talking about it, and I said I've never seen Jordan lay on the ground crying.
Yeah.
You know, about a foul.
I will give credit where credit's due. LeBron is a great player in our generation.
Best player of his era, without
best
a
player
doubt.
of his era. You know?
Clovis hits another 3 to pull back within 10.
Yeah, the game's getting a little bit close.
They're really isolating Brett Clay down low.
That should be a foul.
Yeah. Ended up on the floor at the very least.
Well, I mean, you appreciate the no call as long as it goes both ways.
And then they got a touch foul on the other
Quick
side.
ticky-tack foul. Muniz. She did get armed, though.
Shenanigans.
Great restaurant. No, wait. What's that movie? Shenanigans. It's in, oh, what movie is that? You know, there was Bennigan's, but Shenanigans was in a...
Office Space?
Yeah, Office Space. Yeah, there you go.
I tell you what,
The Flair.
I had the blessing. There was a gentleman by the name of Tony Darling that worked at the Hobbs schools, and he was a social worker, and he was really close friends with Mike Judge growing up in Albuquerque.
Went to school at Highland High.
Yes.
Yep.
And when that movie came out, Mike Judge gave him the mug from Initech that the guy walked around with, the lumber
Oh, that's
walked around
awesome.
with. And when he found out that I was a big fan of that movie, he gave that mug to me.
That's a heck of a story.
So I have the Initech mug from the movie at my house.
Have greatly respected Mike Judge's work because I loved Beavis and Butthead growing up. I wasn't allowed to watch it.
3 from the corner from Cunningham there. That's the thing. Clovis is playing a spirited game, but we're coming down and hitting our shots too. And Clovis can't afford to be going, tis for tat. They have to find some way to get a rally going.
And Hobbs pressure creating a lot of turnovers too.
Yeah. Armitage back in the game.
A little bit harder to see the whole floor from this angle. At least for me, I got to stand up.
Yeah.
Nice job by Muniz, and she gets hacked going to the rim.
Senorita Hackalata.
Clovis fans aren't happy, but that was a clear foul.
Yeah, she had enough fingerprints on her arm to go to PD.
We're going to be here all night, folks. That was good. As you know, it's good to see, and I talked about this the last few games. I mean, it needs to be more aggressive.
Yes.
Not looking like that deer in headlights look first couple games.
Oh, yeah.
Getting some games in and really becoming a factor in this
Getting her
team.
sea legs.
Yep. She's got 7. She's the second leading scorer for Hobbs tonight.
Stepped on the line, bringing it in. There's the pressure, and you can see a lot of Lady Wildcats are putting their hands on their heads and stuff like that. They're frustrated. 13-point lead.
Nice backdoor cut. Oh. Cepeda lost the ball to some traffic there. A lot of no calls here. I like them letting them play. Good call by
Got a
Carpenter.
timeout. Carp
Oh,
goes
Bo
and
was saying they're
saves him.
upset, but that went both ways there.
And he wants a full one, too. We'll take a full one as well. You're watching Hobbs Lady Eagles basketball on Hobbs Sports Live.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Welcome back into the Rock in Clovis. Hobbs Lady Eagles up 45-32 here. And inbounding the ball. Coach Carpenter with a great timeout. Saved a possession there.
Yeah, it's a good scrum. Good little rugby scrum on the floor. I like the no calls from the refs, letting them battle it out.
It's like tug of war without the rope.
There you go.
Oh, they had a backdoor cut there.
And she almost got it.
Yeah. That was just brute strength. She went up through 2 arms, drew the contact.
It's like Clay's getting ready to check back in the game.
Yeah. Hargrove over getting some instructions. Armitage put a lot of effort in, man. She was all over the court. She's all energy.
Yeah, may not show up on the scoreboard, but she dictated a lot of the gameplay there for the few minutes she was in.
And she's got some ball handling skills for sure. She's got handles.
Handles. She can handle the rock.
Another offensive rebound. Trapped in the corner.
Cunningham wants it back.
Could have got a call there too.
She's battling.
Very
Definitely
physical
battling
game. I know you like the physical game.
It as long as it doesn't get too ugly.
Yeah. That's the problem is especially on the girls' side more. They tend to be a lot more physical anyway. But see that one right there. With all the contact at the other end, that to me is just real soft.
Yep. You gotta let that one go. Let them play.
Especially as the ball was already gone.
But yeah, it didn't dictate the shot whatsoever. It didn't affect the shot, I guess is the word I need to use.
Yeah. 5-3, the foul differential here in the second half.
Mojica in for Zepeda.
Zepeda got out of a couple of jams there. You know, she didn't put anything on the board, but she certainly didn't have any turnovers when she was trapped.
Yep. Yeah, good quality minutes.
Yep.
Hobbs going here with Clay playing one of the posts.
Nice backdoor pass, wasn't quite there.
And nice steal by
On
Clay.
the run.
Reading the ball well, anticipating that pass. The spin move. Oh, almost got it to go. That's going to be off Clovis.
She kind of telegraphed that one. Sometimes you think of the move you want to use before you get there, and she started kind of shifting before she even got set. I love this Hargrove when she floats like that. She throws that little right-handed floater up.
Like a butterfly floating in the air.
I was thinking more like the Magic Johnson floater, but okay.
Well, she moves across the floor so seamlessly. It's just it looks effortless.
Yeah. I believe tonight's the big girls game between LSU and South Carolina tonight.
I thought that was Sunday.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
saw an advertisement for it. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, some controversy coming out of UConn.
Yeah.
After they played South Carolina, Coach Gino, who's pretty much dominated the sport for the last 30 years, was not happy.
No. Said that what
South Carolina played a little dirty.
Yep. So that what they're playing is not basketball.
Yeah. That's what you do when you lose.
South Carolina coach, of course, defended her.
Oh, Don Staley's done a great job at South Carolina. I applaud that. You don't want to have just a dominant team.
This is the third controversy they've been embroiled with.
Yeah, because
with a different team.
Gino, they're both competitors. Gino hates to lose. Don hates to lose.
I know South Carolina had problems with BYU.
The LSU is Kim Mulkey over there.
Yeah.
Just changing that whole program.
That is my mom's favorite coach. That and Pat Summitt.
Yeah, the late, great Pat Summitt.
Yep. I tell you.
Nice touch pass from Mojica to Cunningham.
Yep, it should go to the line. Tell you, my mom knows women's basketball at the college level. They watch tons of games. They don't like watching the men. My mom and dad prefer watching the women.
That's awesome. It's a more pure game.
It is.
Way more fundamental.
Yep. You have to have ball movement. In the men's game, ball movement's kind of a dead art. A lot of isolation.
Isolation, yep. One-on-one play.
Pick and pop.
Cunningham misses both.
Loose ball. 14-point Lady Eagles lead.
That's
going to be a travel.
Yeah, regardless if she was getting called for that travel or not, Mojica's going to take it to the house.
The crowd's starting to settle in. You're getting to that point where they're starting to feel it. You can just start seeing the nails kind of popping into the coffin.
Starting to realize that, it's playing the number 1 team in the state here.
Yeah.
Despite the district loss to Carlsbad, Hobbs is still number 1 in the state. Nice take by Clay.
She'll go to the line.
Now she's
here comes
with a
the
different
foul
grit.
from driving right there.
Yeah.
Who's that on? That'll be her second.
Zunic, yeah.
Yep. Brooklyn Zunic, she's the one that hit that 3 from the corner earlier in the game.
That's right.
Yep.
Clay
First one up and in.
gets it to go.
Yep.
4 seconds left in the third quarter, and Eagles.
And Brett Clay with a quiet 10 points.
Yeah, no, but the thing about Brett Clay, and we've talked about this several times throughout the season, is she could put up a quiet 10, 12 points, but she is controlling the flow of the game defensively.
Absolutely.
And her effort on the offensive
Alley-oop at the buzzer. What a play. Mojica to Hargrove. Hargrove catches it on the fly and puts it in. 52-34. The Lady Eagles leading the Lady Wildcats. We'll be back in 1 minute on Hobbs Sports Live.
That was nice.
Welcome back, Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball. As Hobbs Lady Eagles, that beautiful, beautiful play at the end there from Mojica to Hargrove on the alley-oop.
And they get the ball back to start the quarter. Quick little 6-point run for the Eagles. Cunningham for 3. Let's go. Oh, a little short.
Great ball movement, though.
Don't pick up a foul there.
Clovis now playing with a little bit of
another steal from Clay. And she'll get the assist. Good shot by Hargrove.
And I apologize for the first time tonight. I missed the camera angle on it.
Hey, it's all right. We've gotten a lot better. You've gotten a lot better.
Got caught watching on that one. The fast break and got to travel. Yeah, and all of a sudden this gym is quiet.
Yeah.
The band's not playing and coach is scratching his head. And, yeah.
But 12 points last game, 34 points so far this game for Clovis.
Yeah, much different.
Cunningham lowers the shoulder, goes in, gets her own rebound, and gets it back in. Great job. Way to stick with the play by Kendall Cunningham.
Yeah, absolutely.
Travel. And they got it.
They booked the Greyhound on that one.
The refs got it right. And they've got it right a lot of times this game. So kudos to this crew.
As a coach, I've had all three of these referees before.
Okay. Hargrove trying to spin there off of Jefferson. Jefferson gets the steal, goes to the way and gets the lay in. Jefferson's great athlete.
Yeah, showed some good speed there.
Yeah. Cunningham trying to get on the left side. Ball gets partially blocked. Clovis making a little run here, not giving up.
No, they're not.
Little quick 4-0 run. Bring the game within 18. Nice move by Brett Clay. That was
Nice.
That's all muscle.
Yeah, I like how they're using her in the post tonight. I mean, they found a matchup they like, and they're going to it.
Well, a move like that, you got to flex right there. You got to throw that flex up after scoring a big bucket like that.
See, that's a young person's thing. I don't believe that.
Jayla David, the boy, haven't called her name in a while. Hargrove almost runs into the ref. Mojica for another three, and she gets it to go.
Bam!
Mojica's hit. That's their fourth three tonight, and she's
Drain the lake.
we need to get with Jason Farmer when they get back. Uh-oh, what happened?
We deflected on the inbound. Ball's loose. Clovis gets a timeout. And the referee said he called the timeout before they inbounded, but the ball was loose and they got the timeout. So we'll take a timeout too. We'll be back in just a moment. Hobbs Lady Eagles basketball on Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back to the Rock. Hobbs Lady Eagles basketball. Lady Eagles up 61-38 here. Clovis bringing the ball back in, and we discussed it a little bit during the break. They brought the ball in, but the referee said that they got the timeout before they brought it
That's
in.
a carry. Oh, she took it into a. Oh no. Oh no.
That looked like a carry on the far side, and then we obviously bumped them in the middle. A silly foul, but yeah, I think they kind of missed the carry first.
We're talking about Mojica after that last minute three. Her and Brent Hargrove are steadily climbing up that Hobbs Eagle all-time three-point shots made.
Yes, sir.
We don't have the list in front of us right now. We get back for next game, get with Hobbs News Sun sports editor Jason Farmer.
Yeah.
Provides us with a ton of stats.
Yeah, Mr. Farmer is a wealth of knowledge, and he helps us out as Lewis gets in there and has a nice little drop step.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Clovis's coach, I would try to put the ball in Lewis's hands almost every possession.
Yeah.
You got to formulate your offense around her because she can create and do so much on all levels. Cunningham with a strong move down low.
Tis for tat. Cunningham with a drop step. Here comes the pressure.
Cunningham was there for the block, the contest on the shot. Well, Hika jumps in the way of the passing lane, gets tackled. Hargrove gets tripped, and somehow it's Clovis' ball.
Yeah, they're going to get her for dropping it out of bounds. Never mind that, that she trips over the person on the floor. 23-point lead now. 3:30 left in the game here. Thank Branson for running the scoreboard.
Doing a great job, Branson.
Beautiful scoreboard that he creates for these games with the logos of the schools, and he's able to add the clock on there. Branson does a great job.
Nice 0 step for Hargrove. Doesn't get it to go.
That thing rolled around like a coin in a vending machine.
There you go. Those big gumdrop machines.
There's that walk again.
Yeah, that walk, and she lowered the shoulder, too.
Yeah, same hip-hop, and as Ty Friend likes to call it, hippity-hop.
The hippity-hop. No comment.
But if you stop on it and you pause, you don't complete it, it's a walk.
Yep.
Because you put that second foot down. The NBA, they let them get away with that.
Yeah. Now, the NBA shouldn't be the poster child for calling games because everybody walks there. And
yeah.
It's
you talk about LeBron, he scores an error when they don't call him for things that were called 30 years ago.
Yep.
He's got extra moves that weren't legal. His rules are enforced.
The Eagles still up by 22.
Nice backdoor cut for David. The other thing is Michael Jordan averaged what he averaged an era when teams were struggling to get to 100 because of all the defensive rules.
Michael Jordan also didn't start playing when he was 19 years old in the NBA.
He did not. He had 7 less seasons than LeBron.
Didn't play for 20 years. Yeah. I mean, spent 2 years, went and played baseball. But
yeah.
That's
neither here nor there.
Yeah. Respect both of them as 2 of the greatest, but Michael Jordan's always the GOAT.
Yeah, yeah, he is. You think about this, teams are averaging about 120 points a game now, 115, 120. Back in that era, teams averaged between 98 and 100.
Rarely scored over 100, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went from an offensive-heavy league in the 80s to a defensive-minded league in the 90s. And yet your team, the Bad Boys of Detroit.
Yes, absolutely. Credit Chuck Daly with the
Muniz with the free.
Defense. There's Muniz.
Hobbs starting to pull away here.
Yep. They've emptied the bench as well. David going coast to coast.
Oh, I thought that was a charge, and he called a block.
He called a block. She was still moving backwards. She didn't get set.
That's her 4th personal, 17th foul on the Lady Wildcats.
David goes to the foul line. That's what she does best, is draw those fouls.
Yeah.
Love it. One of my favorite talents. You talk about the flexing and all that showmanship. You were kind of saying how much you liked it, and I was remembering the story when I was the head coach in Olton, had a kid that come out, and first shot of the season, he hits a 3 and sticks both hands way up in the air, makes the 3 symbol, and I yank him out of the game. Politely remind him that we don't need that kind of showmanship. Wonderful young man, yes sir, no sir. Wasn't part of the character that he displayed really, but it was just one of those things. He hit a 3. Young man didn't hit another 3 all season.
Oh wow!
and I was just wondering if it had anything to do with the fact that it took away the fun from it. But
I like it for the girls' game because the girls' game needs it. It needs a little pizzazz. It doesn't. The girls don't get near, and everybody knows this. They don't get the crowds the boys do. They don't. Most girls can't dunk. They can't bring the highlight reel as far as that part of the game. Some can.
Yeah.
Some can.
That alley-oop earlier was highlight.
Yeah.
Foul on the floor here.
Just to get away to get more fans, like the WNBA struggles. They lose money every year, you know? And just to show that the women can do it just as good as the men.
Absolutely. I can't say I watch WNBA. I'll watch a women's college game, but I will not watch the WNBA. Not even sure, you know, what channel they actually show them on.
ESPN, ABC.
Never watched one more than a couple of seconds. There's a lot of talent. You know, a lot of college players that I remember that were amazing that play in the WNBA. It's just...
Oh, yeah, Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, Kelsey Plum.
Brittany Griner.
You know, I got a great Brittany Griner story.
Share it.
Coaching the Zias in a tournament in Dallas, and Adrian Ross, former Hobbs Lady Eagle, one of the all-time greats, played at TCU, was able to get our girls all tickets to the Dallas WNBA game, and they were playing against the Phoenix Mercury. After the game, you know, our girls are standing over, asking some of the girls for autographs. The only one that stopped and came was Brittany Griner. Took her time, smiled with the girls, was very respectful, so always respectful for that.
Yeah, there you go.
They were trying to get to Rossi. They're trying to just totally ignored the girls.
Yeah.
But Griner
the only
made a point.
WNBA player I've ever had contact with was Adrian Ross.
Yep.
And she's always been just wonderful. Willing to give us radio interviews and anything we needed.
Yeah, she's doing big things now, too.
This game's winding down, 69-42. We're under a minute here, and Lady Eagles just pulled away. And Clovis never stopped scrapping. They're still out there scrapping right now. Muniz with the drive and dish. Nice cutter right there. Didn't quite get it in, though.
Winding down, you got Tiana in the game. You got Kylie Cano, Muniz, and our lone senior Desiree Bosquez.
Foul on the floor. Shoot free throws here with 8 seconds left. 27-point lead here for the Lady Eagles.
A lot of Bolton
Go to the
checking
line.
in the game, yeah.
Yep.
Is that Hobbs goes to 3-1 on district? Is that correct?
Absolutely.
With on the road at Roswell, makeup game on Tuesday, and then the ever so important home game against Carlsbad.
Yep. That one's circled on the calendar.
Oh, yeah. But that's going to dictate who's going to win the district, who gets to host district tournament.
Yep, there you go.
And I assume they're probably going to go by a point spread. I would guess be one of the tiebreakers, right?
Yeah, I see.
If Hobbs is able to beat Carlsbad by
Last
more than
time I
3
was
points.
involved in that, they played another game.
Oh, that's right. They played a neutral location. That's what happened. Muniz with the steal at the end. Shot to go at the buzzer. Hobbs is going to win by 31 points.
73-42, your final here from the Rock. We'll have the post-game show and visitor from the coaching staff, as well as the Hobbs Lady Eagles player of the game, and we'll have that shortly. We'll go to the sponsor page, and we'll be back here with the post-game show in just a minute on Hobbs Sports Live.
Got back to something tall.
Welcome back to the Rock. Hobbs Lady Eagles with a big victory here. We have tonight's IHOP player of the game, and she's going to receive a bear from Sevy's Bear Factory and Friends. It's going to be an Eagle bear, and this is Brett Clay.
Hi.
Brett, talk about, I believe you finished with 14 points, which is your number. But it wasn't the points when we chose you for player of the game. You had several steals. You had several offensive rebounds. Talk about that aspect of your game, what you bring to the team each night.
I don't know. I think today we just wanted to bring some intensity. We're obviously playing in Clovis, which is it's something fun to do. So we just wanted to get out hot, bring the intensity, and we knew if we had good defense, good rebounds, it would drive our offense.
I think she mentioned the defense right there, and that's something that I really centered on. The pressure that you gave, I think, was a big factor in a lot of those turnovers because it forced them to have to run their offense quicker. And it may have not been the turnover from that first pass, but the second pass off because they were rushing.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone in the press was working super hard, so I just wanted to make sure I was doing my part, denying. So it was a team effort for sure.
Now you guys blew this team out last time you played. Was there any talking from Coach Carpenter or Coach Seiss about don't overlook them this time? You can't take that game for granted.
Definitely. We hear that with every opponent. We never want to overlook anyone because, I don't know, you're just as good as your last game.
Yep.
So, I don't know. We knew it's their senior night. They're playing at home, that they were going to bring it. So we were prepared for a tough game.
Awesome. Well, great job, Brett. Brian, you got anything else?
Yeah, just congratulations. Great job. Way to go.
IHOP player of the game. Here, if you go to IHOP, mention Brett Clay's name, you'll get 10% off your next meal. Thanks, Brett. We're going to bring in Coach Carpenter here after he gets done with his interview here with the Clovis newspaper real quick. We can talk about the game real quick, Brian, until he comes.
Absolutely.
Here he comes.
Here's Coach Carpenter. Welcome to the show, Coach.
What's up, gentlemen?
I know this is the game you kind of look at. It's a tough environment. They have a big crowd senior night, a lot of emotions from the Clovis side. I think the girls handled it well. They stayed calm and played their game.
Yeah, I think we made the best of their turnovers at times and turned them into quick points. And so we got some transition looks and some wide open threes in transition. And I think that opened the game up.
Yep, I would say that's probably true. I really think that shooting really kind of came along. Probably wasn't the best shooting night, but we hit timely shots. We hit them when we needed them.
Yeah, I thought we thought we had a size advantage inside, so we pounded it in. We even actually put Brett in there, deep in there, and we ran with a triple post offense.
Yep.
You haven't seen that all year, so we've run it a couple plays as sets, but we hadn't run it for pretty much a full quarter. But we were taking advantage of them.
Coach, what do you got to do? You got Roswell on the road on Tuesday. How do you keep those girls from not looking ahead to Carlsbad on Friday?
We've always been that one game at a time mantra, and so we never overlook an opponent. We won't overlook Roswell, but it's obvious. I mean, you guys see it. I mean, it's going to be a road game though, and so it's hard not to think about the next one, but we won't do that. We've had a lot of success not doing that.
Anytime you're in district play, a road game is always a trap game because people tend to play so much better when they're comfortable at home.
Yeah, and Clovis did. They took care of it and a lot better than they did the first time. And they had some other people step up scoring-wise and defensively, and so they looked a lot better. They looked like a team that had won 19 games or whatever.
One thing that really impressed me tonight was a lot of the girls off the bench that had spot time. I thought the ball handling was much better off the bench when they were in pressure. A lot of times you'll see turnovers in those situations. They were able to get the ball out, maybe not score initially, but at least get the reverse out and get it back out and get the offense going again.
Well, Jayla got in foul trouble, and so we tried a four-guard offense, and you've probably seen Kendall in the middle, and Brett was still on the bench, and we just went with four guards, and we tried to run a little exchange and get into that pounded in the post type thing and isolate her. And she did a fine job when we did that, and then the guards were just hitting shots on kickouts. So I had no complaints from our adjustments there.
Yep, absolutely. And I really love when you started with that three-post offense, and when you started getting isolation with Clay, they didn't have a third player that had that kind of size, and you can see the difference. Clay was able to dominate down low.
Yeah, they had a girl that was guarding Bryn most of the night, and I think she would have done a good job on her post. But then Bryn probably would have went off.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Lewis Jefferson.
Yeah,
Sometimes you got to pick your poison.
You got to pick your poison sometimes.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, Coach, good win, and looking forward to seeing what we do in Roswell.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate you both.
Sir.
Don't move.
So there you have it, Coach Carp, talking about that, and those adjustments they made. The girls were able to make the adjustments on the fly, and that to me is a great quality to have as a team.
Yeah, definitely, and it's what he talked about too, when never overlooking an opponent.
Sure,
it's great
certainly.
coach speak, and your players follow that lead, and it's good to hear him say that.
Any last notes, Coach? I mean, anything else you want to add as we talk about this? Anything you think about Roswell going into it?
It's going to be a fun game. It's a game that was scheduled twice already and was canceled due to weather. Hopefully we don't get another weather cancellation.
I saw that they were saying there's another weather system coming in.
Oh, my gosh, here we go again.
And even the first time that we got to play them, there was weather that day, too. It just wasn't enough to cancel it. So something about that game is attracting the polar vortex or whatever.
No, it should be a good game. Looking forward to going to Roswell, and you can watch it live here at Hobbs Sports Live.
Absolutely. We'll keep the coverage up, keep the interviews coming, and we hope that you enjoy the show. Good night.
Thanks, guys.